Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to these right here are going to be some WWE Wrestlemania play button thoughts. Oh, WrestleMania 31, sorry. How silly of me. So yeah, it's Tuesday today, WrestleMania was 2 days ago. My plan was to watch the show live on the night and then hopefully have enough time to watch the show again. That was my plan. My plan has failed miserably. So here I am to give you some thoughts from what I can remember of the show. Because I got quite drunk on Sunday night. I do have a rundown of the card just in front of me, just in case I get mistaken, because I know how much you guys like to correct my mistakes. See my WrestleMania 11 review to see what I'm on about. So on our pre-show, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro defeated the New Day, Los Matadores, and the Usos in a pretty decent fatal four-way match, actually. First thing coming out of this one is, of course, you turn the WrestleMania on about, you know, because basically I think I had it on as background and we were watching something else. I think one of the guys had it on tablet on the pre-show, so it's just like, right, okay, as soon as this match starts, I'm like, right, flick it over onto the network, and you just go, holy fuck, that's a lot of people. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Second opinion, I know this is going to seem like, really, Mark? Really? I think I'm the only person in existence these days who doesn't have a HD TV. I've still got a standard definition, massive one in my living room. I've just never got around to upgrading. It's the truth, if you're wondering. Watching this in HD, watching wrestling in HD is just glorious, isn't it? It's so good. It's probably one of those things that about 99% of people watching this right now are just going, really? Seriously, you haven't got HDTV? I can't get my head around that one. Everyone else. It's like, yeah, I know. Both my parents have, you know, various flat screen TVs. Just me on my own. So the point I'm trying to make on that one is that I suppose if you've got a HDTV and you're used to watching wrestling in HD, that you probably can't imagine or remember what it was like the first time you watch it like that. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this match. I can't remember a lot about it though, unfortunately. I remember being into it, but I don't remember a lot about it, is what I'll say. Did its job, I suppose. Big Show, of all people, won the fucking Andre the Giant Battle Royal. This was also on the pre-show. This was one of those, really? Big Show? Really? They could use it to push a new upcoming talent, and they did it with the Big Show. I personally would have had it go down to Miz and Miz Dow, because their little breakup thing was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that. That's another one of those moments that would have been better on the main show, though, surely that would have been better on the actual main show. Hideo Itami was in there and was treated like an afterthought, which is a bit disappointing. And yeah, it went 18 minutes, so I had a decent amount of time. If this one would go, Battle Royals are hard because if they go like 10 minutes, it feels like their eliminations are too fast, and if it goes, say, about half an hour, it feels like eliminations are too slow. So this was absolutely spot on time-wise. The first match, some bloke sung the national anthem, didn't know who he was. Sorry, America the Beautiful, didn't have any problem with it, I suppose, but it was just one of those meh. Daniel Bryan defeating Bad News Barrett, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, and Stardust to win the Intercontinental Championship. Main event to Curtain Jerker for Daniel Bryan. So, you know, that's good, isn't it? This to me felt like this felt like a greatest hits of previous Money in the Bank matches, previous ladder matches. The bit, for example, the bit where Dean Ambrose got powerbombed over the top rope and crashed onto the ladder, and the ladder broke like that. It was an amazing spot, and it was because the way that Ambrose came down on his neck on one of the rungs was horrible to watch. But at the same time, we have seen that spots like that before in these sort of matches. So while it was good, nothing really stood out as oh my god, that was absolutely fucking awesome kind of match. It's like a 3-star kind of match. Damn it, it's got a bit dark in here, hasn't it? Yeah, if I was rating this one star-wise, I'd probably give it about 3.5 stars. Like I say, it was nothing bad. There was nothing bad in this. Well, I think Dolph Ziggler's selling was a bit strange, because as you know, I don't like the slow climb. That bothers me every time. But Dolph Ziggler took it to new levels, whether I'm going to climb as fast as I can, because I don't know. It's one of those, it was like, that's my point, but at the same time, right. My point about it is that I don't like it. If the title's so important, right, get your ass to the top of the ladder as fast as you can, and you can worry about your injuries at another time, yeah? Dolph will spend a couple minutes selling on the mat or on the outside, and then you're right, best go get the belt, and it's like, so it's like, yeah, I do like the fast climbing, but at the same time, you know, yeah, little going on. It's you know, don't expect psychology or story matches like this. 3 stars. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Seriously, this is one of those. This is a strange one, right? Because in a week's time, I'm gonna remember 2 spots about this, right? I'm gonna remember the double DDT to J&J security on the outside and the finish, and that's it. So to me, that's not a very good match. It's about a 2.5, 3-star match, I thought, on the night, but there's nothing particularly memorable from it, other than the impression, like, because Rollins lost, he's definitely cashing in the main event. That's the best I got from this. The finish was spectacular. Absolutely fucking great. The way that the curb stomp was counted into the RKO, amazing. Absolutely straight up brilliant. But like I say, as a match, not really anything special, to be honest. Triple H versus Sting was an interesting one. I didn't expect it to be this far down the card, as it were, but of course I wasn't expecting the 2 matches to be bumped to the pre-show, so what do I know? Didn't like Sting's entrance being in the daytime. I thought that would have looked so much better at night. Triple H's entrance was frighteningly scary, really bad. It was, I was just looking at this going, the fuck? I understand they're doing the Terminator thing, I get it, but I just did not like that one at all. Tell you something, speaking of things I didn't like, god damn it, how pathetic do both Michael Cole and JBL come across? And I know they're being fed into their earpiece by Vince McMahon, but does Vince just not realise that he won the war? The Monday Night War is long dead, long buried, and Vince, you won. You won. You don't have to constantly bury WCW at every fucking turn. And that's what the majority of this match felt like. It was just a chance to just rub it into WCW one more time. And Sting's hair looked ridiculous. Obviously, as a match this wasn't anything great. I mean, you compare it to like the Daniel Bryan match that Triple H had last year, it was completely different. But as a nostalgia flashback, this was fantastic. Both the DX and Jesus Christ, NWO run-ins, as much as the NWO one was very, very slow, but they were both really cool. I popped for Shawn Michaels being in the ring, because that was fucking great. I popped like a bandit when Scott Hall got back body drop. That was fucking great. I popped when Sting jumped off the ropes onto them. The only problem I have with this one, the only one, is that Triple H wins with his fucking limo shot and then shakes Sting's hand. And you're just going, really? You've just smashed the guy in the head with a fucking sledgehammer. No. And well, wrong person won, of course, but, you know, there was no way Triple H was ever going to lose this. Got an announcement for a load of stuff off the network, which is, yeah, great. Can we just have some old Nitros, please? That'd be great. Daniel Bryan gets this, oh God, who was there? There was Flair, and there was Steamboat, and there was Brett. Loads of former Intercontinental champions. So you sat going, maybe they'll bring some prestige. A theory that my friend and I had discussed on Saturday was, if Brock Lesnar retains and isn't going to be on TV very often, both the IC or either the IC or US title should be defended every week, or it should be the main event of house shows and things like that. So this was a nice little touch, I felt. Of course, it didn't turn out like that in the main event. All right, and then so some bird sung the WrestleMania theme tune. The only person I recognised, Travis Barker on drums, although why you would need a guest drummer for this. This was my cue to fuck off and have a smoke. So I missed all of this, and then I missed the tag match, the Divas tag match as well. So I couldn't tell you anything about those. Or the only thing I could tell you is that I came in as the finish went down for the tag match, for the Divas tag match, right, in the Black Widow, right, and Paige looked so pissed off. I mean, so pissed off, didn't she? Hall of Fame stuff, yay, great, well done. But I felt like this whole, I'm glad I went and had a smoke and all that, but this was half an hour, wasn't it, of all these commercials and the women's match and the concert bit were just, I just felt like, maybe it's just me, but you sat looking at it going, and 2 matches were pushed onto the pre-show for this, you know, it just bothers me. You got a 4-hour pay-per-view and they don't have time for stuff. Anyway, Rusev versus John Cena. John Cena wins this one, of course he does, even though it's one of those tricky ones. How's this one sound? It makes sense storyline wise for the big bad foreigner to get defeated by the goody American. I get that one. That's the storyline. It's just, I would have had Rusev win because it wouldn't have hurt Cena in any way, shape or form, would it? But at the same time, you know, I mean, I don't know. But one of the things I loved about this match, I loved Rusev's entrance. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It was so over the top, it was fucking great. And because I'm sat there going, then they do Cena's entrance, and you've got loads of presidents speaking and things like that, and you just sat there, as a Brit, just going, don't care, couldn't give a fuck. I'm going to cheer Rusev because he's not American. That'll do me. And then, of course, Cena comes out and gets booed out of the building, and you go, ah, ha, ha. And I don't know about you, but I don't remember not one USA chant throughout the whole match, which is brilliant and shows just how little people seem to actually give a fuck. Cena pulling out all the stops in this one. The 5 moves of doom is now turned into 7 moves of doom, as he gets tornado DDT, which I was actually quite impressed about. And then he does this sort of catapult stunner sort of thing, which I was genuinely impressed about. That was good shit. Gotta say, preferred their match last month at Fastlane, but yeah, FU gets the pin and the championship. Lara looked stunning, didn't she? Oh, this next segment. This is one of those divider ones, isn't it? As Triple H and Stephanie come out and they want to talk about the attendance record, which apparently I've heard is not true, because they announced it as 76,000 people, right? And the building that they're in apparently can only hold 75,000 people. So you start going to, one of you is lying. They talked and they talked and they talked and they talked. And then The Rock's music hit. So I woke up a little bit, because this segment went 23 minutes. 23 somehow. So yeah, basically they teased they teased a little bit of Rock and Triple H, and if they're going to do that match, good for them, because it'll do good business. Stephanie slaps Rock. Rock won't hit a woman, but he brings out Ronda Rousey, who is a UFC fighter. I don't watch UFC, but I hear rumblings about this girl's name. Do you reckon that she's got that sty under her left eye because no one's got the balls to tell her about it? Just as curious thought, because that's what I was walking out going, why would you go on WrestleMania with that thing on your face? Wouldn't you get it removed? No, fine, fuck it. And like I say, I wouldn't tell her to her face get removed, because I'd get owned. Yeah, so after a bit of banter, Triple H gets hip tossed by Ronda, and Ronda tries to put the armbar on Steph, which was great. But like I say, it was just 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes long, and it was just like, please get on with it. Please, I'm here to see some wrestling. This could happen. This segment, this whole thing could have happened the next night on Raw, because it would have been, because the way that the next night on Raw is always so, the crowd take over it. They would have lost their shit to this, surely, but oh well. Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker is a match that I didn't really do anything for me, is the truth. I thought Undertaker got way too much of an ass kicking, and I don't know. It just didn't work. These two didn't feel like they had a connection. I wish there'd been more build up to this from Undertaker. It was all Bray Wyatt cutting promos about The Undertaker should go home, even though he spent a year being at home. Sorry, Mark, that's one of yours I've just pinched. Yeah, this one, some of you may have loved it. I didn't really enjoy much of it at all. It just didn't really do anything at all. For me, Undertaker wins with a tombstone. Chris Jericho will be on the WWE Network with his podcast, which has got John Cena on it. You can see him being controversial, can't you? Fucking Christ. And then our main event, which was fucking wonderful in every way, shape or form. I went into this match not giving a flying fuck, and I genuinely couldn't. The only thing I cared about was if Brock Lesnar won. And it was one of those, well, he's not going to win. Roman's going to win. He's the chosen one. So, basically, I think with our little crew, it was right. So what happens afterwards? Will Rollins cash in? Will he attack Lesnar? Will he if Lesnar wins, will he cash in on that? Things like that. None of us had the Rollins will cash in the middle of the match. I tell you something, this match started off so perfectly because they were so fucking stiff with each other. Brock Lesnar getting 2 hard way cuts from Roman. And then it's like one of those, you just don't hit this guy because he's going to throw you about. And it's Suplex City, bitch, which we'll be talking about for years to come, won't we? So many suplexes. And of course, Roman sat there with a big smile on his face taking them, which I thought was a great little touch. Yeah, the blood in this one, and when he went into the for me, when Brock Lesnar went into the ring post, it looked like he tried to get his arm upright to block it, and went like that. Essentially, he went underneath his own arm, so he still ended up with a busted open forehead, pissing blood, which was wonderful. Yeah, Germans all over the shop. Germans all over the shop. Germans all over the shop. I like the way, a little touch. I don't know if anyone else spotted this one, but when Brock Lesnar pulled off his gloves, that was a great little, right, now you're fucking dead. Now you pissed me off. One of the near falls, there was one where Roman Reigns went, I hit a particularly devastating spear, and all our little crew was like, oh no, please kick out, please kick out, please kick out, and like, you only kicked out, fucking yes. And when you've got that, when you've got wrestling, you know you're hooked in, and you know you're enjoying a match. Curb stomp, Brock catches him, Reigns hits a spear. Rollins, I've got some results here. I wanted to just tell you what happened at the end. Yeah, Roman pins Reigns, Roman pins Reigns. They're the same guy. Rollins pins Reigns, which is a great little touch because Lesnar can come out and say, look, you beat me, but you didn't ever pin me. You beat that guy, you didn't ever beat me. Which can, of course, set up a rematch. But yeah, jumping up and down with excitement is probably the best way I can say it. And it went a decent length here, 16 minutes that one went. So yeah, we were pleased about that one. I enjoyed the show for the most part. It didn't have many of the spectacular matches, the 5-star classics that you'll be remembering for all the times. But it's probably in my top 5. There was nothing bad apart from the women's match and the timing of it. Like I say, I will always choose more wrestling over some guy singing, some bird singing a song that I don't give a shit about. You know, I don't care about that. I will always take more wrestling on a wrestling show. Okay? So yeah, one day I'll probably do a bigger, more in-depth review of this show. Probably in 10 years. Where would it be? No, seriously, if you want a full in-depth review, let me know in the comments, all right? And I'll do you a full play-by-play, because all the matches, apart from the women's, deserve a play-by-play treatment. So you will get a long review out of it. I'll be able to point out some of the things. Some of the signs in this crowd were fucking great. His name is a shot sign. Had me in pieces. And it's one of those things that only British people get. An American wouldn't see that and just go, what does that even mean? Fucking great. Things like that. And what was the one? Reigns is a wank pheasant, was it? Something like that. That one tickled me. But yeah, overall, good show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Really glad I watched it. Went into it not giving a shit. Couldn't give a flying fuck going into it. But really glad I stayed up and watched it. Really glad I went around to a mate's house. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. What did you think of WrestleMania 31? Let me know down below. I need to just take a couple of moments of your time, please. I need to just tell you two things. First things first, right? Don't just change the link here. Actually, no, we'll do this second one first. Oi, Gilmore, stop commenting on my vids. You're the only person who can see them. The only person in the world who can see your comments is you because you're blocked on the account, all right? I don't even know how you can comment, but your Google Plus account is blocked and your YouTube channel is blocked. Fuck off commenting on my vids. Peter, you claim to hate me, you claim to think I'm a piece of shit, right? You're not subscribed to me, so every time I upload a video, you have to go looking for me. Think about that. Just think about how pathetic you look. And if you want to go, you block me, yeah? You block me on Facebook, you block me on Twitter. Think about it, so tit for tat, isn't it? Can't be asked with your shit. Go fuck off, right? The other one, this month, my most popular month ever on YouTube. 20,000 views we're going to hit on this one, which I am absolutely fucking staggered about. I can't believe it. 20,000 views, the most popular yet. Quite comfortably as well. The mind boggles because I don't understand how it's happening. Let me tell you what I mean by that. In March, one video of mine, just one, got 1,000 views. Every other one was under that. And so I can't understand how... I mean, is everyone watching my old shit at the moment? I just don't get it. Anyway, one last point before I go. 1,794 subscribers we're at the moment. 6 more, and we'll do one of my infamous Q&As. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with all that said, I have been Mark P. Take it easy, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm sorry this one took so long to do. I do have a life, believe it or not. I might have to edit that out. That sounds a bit mean. Yeah, whatever. See you in a bit.